All right, and we are coming back for a quick sound check with our new commentary. Everything look good?
Looking good over here.
I think it looks good.
All right. Excellent. You guys both sound great. So we are going to get ready for our next match, which is going to be between Dr. Mundo and the Broskies and To Be Determined. Both two teams that we have seen here at quite a few of these Game Breakers events.
Yeah, I do remember playing against Dr. Mundio and the Broskies, and they are quite the challenge, honestly.
Yeah. And actually, I'm going to play some intro music so that everybody knows to come back. So give me just a moment. There we go. All right. And we are live. Thank you for coming on, guys.
Yeah, always nice to give Angelo a break. I know he works hard.
Yeah, it's been a long day already.
It's always a fun day when you get to commentate some League of Legends.
Oh, yeah.
So we're getting into the next game here in the next couple minutes. I was on earlier. I'm Steve the Reaper Hoff, and next to me,
Garrett, Dragon Day Dragon.
Thanks to the stream, guys. I am actually going to go grab Angelo, and we are going to get set up to spectate the next match. So I'll be back in just a moment.
Okay.
Fantastic.
What are you expecting to see out of this next match here, Steve?
Carnage. Utter carnage.
Coming from who?
From everyone. Every which direction, just carnage. I am hoping to maybe see a Ryze or Shyvana top lane. I haven't seen that yet today.
Shyvana has been popular in the past at these tournaments.
Shyvana has always been popular, and here lately she's been really strong.
Yeah. She just has so much sustain in lane, and if you get too close to her, she'll attack you, and if you get too far, she can still poke. So it's really hard to game plan around her.
Not only that, she's just got so much mobility. So much mobility. And she can just destroy you from forever away with the Dragon's Descent.
Yeah.
And we are still waiting on Angelo so we can get into this next game.
Yeah, I just need to figure out what the title is so we can pull it up and start the spectating. I haven't seen To Be Determined play before yet, but from Dr. Mundo and the Broskies, I do know that they are very strong competitors. They have been here before. They usually tend to go far in the brackets.
So we are getting ready to start this game, it looks like.
Yeah. The last game with No Money, No Honeys and the Fox United was also very strong. Okay. And what's the password?
Fantastic. And it looks like we're about to start this game.
Do we have a what's going to be a summoner name for somebody here?
Oh, geez. Doesn't matter who.
Anyone is fine.
Go ahead and use mine.
Okay. In this match?
Yeah.
You're playing this match?
No, I'm not.
Oh, no.
Summoner name.
No, the Psycho Kitten.
Psycho Kitten.
Okay. How's that spelled?
The Psycho Kitten.
Any spaces?
No spaces.
Okay. All right, let's try that. Yeah, make sure these folks know that we are ready to go.
And it seems that we are getting ready into this game.
Okay, excellent.
And they're still not going. There it goes.
Oh, I heard it. All right.
There we are.
All right.
There we go.
It'll be interesting to see who the bans are, given that both teams have already played, and the bans will probably be based around
Immediately
them.
Jax. Not even a second delay. Jax
And
banned out.
Soraka. We've seen Soraka banned, at least I have, in every game that I've seen today.
Soraka's really strong right now as a mid and a support. With the changes to her heal, and just overall, Soraka giving tons of mana, tons of damage. She's really, really strong right now.
Oh, absolutely. The Leona ban.
Morgana, popular bans also. Most of the games have had Leona or Morgana in them today, so I'm not surprised seeing those bans at all.
Well, Season 4 has been the rise of the support, and seeing these support bans really makes a lot of sense to me.
Right, and Soraka and Morgana could be targeted directly at the supports or the mid laners. Seems that Pantheon, there it is, the last ban. Skyfall is really strong,
Yeah.
and looks like
Rush. Again, another support.
So automatically right off the bat, Irelia pickup for. I don't know who their jungler is, but I don't think they're jungling Irelia. They might. I've seen some weird jungles today,
Lee Sin has been in every game as well, I think,
or close to.
or close to. Twitch has been really strong since the rework,
And he
but they
switched to
choose to
Corki.
go with Corki instead. Excellent engage and disengage on Corki's part.
The buff to Jarvan, I'm really happy to see him being played.
Mm-hmm.
He now gets 10% damage every 5 seconds of their maximum health per poke, as I would to remember. Sivir. The speed up on Sivir is going to be really nice. They're not going to go with Jarvan, it looks like. Maybe some trolling around here, covering over Teemo.
It'll be interesting to see who they decide to go with. It seems like they're probably just discussing who will work best with their team composition.
Right, and I don't think Teemo will fit at all.
He doesn't really bring anything to a team fight.
Not one thing at all. Looks like they're going to pick up Jarvan and Sivir. Which, Jarvan with the Sivir Q, the boomerang, it definitely hurts in Cataclysm. It stops anyone from escaping. And
Oh,
they're-
absolutely, and it keeps Sivir completely safe.
every time. She's going to be nuking from the back lines as long as that Jarvan stays alive.
And the first support is picked up as Nami.
Nami versus Sivir is definitely going to be unique. Spell Shield is
It'll be interesting how she times her bubbles to make sure that the spell shield won't cancel it.
Right. They're hovering over Renekton also. Renekton will be a good choice against Jarvan.
Or potentially Aurelia.
Or potentially Irelia, correct. Kind of curious as to who they're going to send where right now. I don't think they're going to send Irelia jungle by any means, though.
Well, she originally was made to be a jungle champion when she first came out, so maybe they're going back to her roots.
I don't see it. Anivia being hovered.
As the
Renekton
support.
being picked up. Definitely.
Looks like we're missing our mid champion for purple team.
I think Anivia would very possibly be mid. More than likely.
I believe support. She has the excellent CC. Even if she doesn't hit you with the stun, it's an incredible slow. And the wall, the more you get that wall to max ranks, and it blocks the entire lane.
Right.
Kayle or Anivia could both go support or mid. at this point.
Both of them provide excellent CC. Kale, can't go wrong with a Kale support, especially with Sivir blocking every incoming attack. No,
and
it's
we
going to be
see
Zyra.
Zyra.
And a Nidalee for the mid lane. That Nidalee poke is going to be devastating against their team. It doesn't look like they have any disengage other than the Zyra and Sivir ult.
But they do have Zyra's, or not Zyra, but rather Sivir's spell shield and Kale's ult against anything that Nidalee can throw at them with her spears. No matter how much damage she ends up doing in the end, that spell shield will completely cancel it and save Sivir.
Right. And as this game's looking in, interesting bans. They definitely banned out all supports on purple side, as to where blue was more targeted towards the top lane, and CC altogether just stuns anyone that could lock anyone down. They could tend to get rid of.
Absolutely. It seems that as far as purple team is concerned, they seem very comfortable in all the lanes, that the solo lanes and the jungle position. However, those supports are game changers in Season 4 with all the new items. It's a lot easier to keep up in gold and experience, and so supports are incredibly strong.
Right, and I definitely see a poke lane coming, or poke composition coming up from purple team. All except for the Renekton engage.
Yeah.
I think they don't have very much engage at all.
Well, with Zyra and Sivir going down bot on the other side, we have her grasping roots and Sivir's Q to just keep people at bay and deal tons of damage really fast.
Right. We do always have, I know Wild Turtle plays a very aggressive Corki when he chooses to. So there's always the Valkyrie engage. Zyra does have a stun. Kale has a slow, also untargetable.
It'll be really interesting to see how this game plays out. It seems that on the blue side we have a lot more engage and lockdown, whereas purple seems to have a lot more disengage.
Right. And we do have that is Jarvan jungle on blue side, and Irelia top lane. Does seem to have a good comp.
Absolutely.
All of blue team looks like they can just go through their whole team. There's a pretty good AoE skill shot, but it's all one directional. Other than Kale's E, which does AoE based damage off of the target she's targeting.
Absolutely. Another thing that'll be interesting to see coming into this game, one side has all diamonds on their team, and they have been playing together as a diamond team, versus a team that'll be playing together as a diamond and gold. However, both teams seem to have been playing together for quite some time.
On that note, I'll actually switch us over to our team stats so
Fantastic.
we can see some more details on that.
As soon as this loads, our high-tech internet.
It takes a moment, yeah.
It is the highest tech of internet compared to everything that I have.
Oh, come on. Don't give up. You could do it.
50 seconds.
We have a great screensaver for anyone who wants to screenshot that.
Come on. Don't do this to me.
I'm really surprised that no one has picked up Master Yi today after the Feral Flare change.
Oh, maybe it's because so far all these games have been rather quick, and Feral Flare takes a little while to get going. Also, not a lot of the junglers have been staying in the jungle too long today, giving a really strong lane presence to their team, forcing 2v1s, 3v2s, 4v1s even. The team chemistry today is really visible all around.
Right. Well, the junglers do not stay in the jungle whatsoever in the last games that we've seen, and looks like we're going to be sent right into game without being able to look at their stats. We're still going to look it up real quick.
This makes me very sad. LoL Nexus is just dying.
Oh, lol Nexus.
I know, right?
Oh, there we are.
Oh, there we go.
So it does look like most of them
Just
are
in time, yeah.
gold and diamond. However, all of
To be determined.
to be determined is a diamond team with 1 platinum, but they all play together constantly. They're all at least, 5 days a week, 4 maybe.
It looks like also on Dr. Mundo and the Broskies, as far as masteries go, with the exception being by Zyra, everyone is really set out to deal some damage, looking to get some kills fast, push lanes, and potentially siege towers.
Right, as to where to be determined is all running more defensive with the Renekton pick Nami. It's to be expected, though.
It'll be a real situation of opposites going up against each other here. We will be seeing offense versus defense. Nami compensating for her squishiness with the masteries. Not a whole lot of utility to be seen, with the exception being Zyra.
Right. And here we go as we start off the game. See what we're going to start up doing. And we've got pretty much a standard build coming out from everyone. The Spell Thief's coming out on Zyra so she can get some early gold.
No sweeping trinkets, probably to help defend against invaders with vision in the early game.
Or to invade. One of the two.
Both, yes.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
And looks like blue's going to go right down towards their red and get all of their wards out to cover that area. Counter of... They just totally saw that ward come out. Countering one a little bit deeper.
I don't think anyone cares whether or not they know where each other are. If the other team knows where they are, they just want to know
Where they are.
Yeah, exactly. No early deaths, no early invades. Playing it safe, traveling as a team.
Oh, and the Irelia, they know Irelia's there.
They
Might
do have a
see.
ward on her bush.
We might see an early Nidalee Spear take some good chunks.
On the note of Nidalee, it is really nice to see Bewitching Nidalee's skin in-game, especially with all the animation updates that they've been constantly doing. Her spear just looks great.
All right. I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to do. Maybe a Flash Nami bubble, Nidalee Spear. Maybe just a disengage.
It's just nice to know where she is.
And that ward just died.
And Nami and Corki head down bot as Lee Sin engages on Aurelia, poking her away.
No Nidalee Spear, though.
No one's stealing anyone's reds today. And both junglers are starting red.
Looking forward to see Jarvan in the jungle. I haven't seen that for a little while, especially in the solo queue bracket.
Haven't seen Jarvan today at all.
At all today. That is correct. This is the second time that we've seen Corki today. Did not go so well last time, as I remember.
And we have the ADCs and the supports both trading blows with each other.
They are looking for a fight bot lane.
I think they're perhaps just trying to freeze the lane.
That Renekton hurts.
Aurelia took some damage earlier too from Lee Sin, and she's just trying to sustain at this point. Probably.
She did
no early
start
deaths.
cloth armor pots though, so she does have quite a bit of sustain in lane until her pots run out.
Well, she also has her abilities for the lifesteal as well.
Correct. That's a full boomerang right to Corki's face. Which does start to add up, especially with the Stranglethorns coming out from Zyra.
Absolutely, and we see Lee Sin in a bush. There's no ward there. Perhaps he will be getting an early gank on bot lane.
And she just ducks right behind that minion at the last second from that spear.
And we are going to have an early engage on bot lane. Lee Sin taking down Zyra with the slow. Corki coming in as well, and the heal saves them. It was definitely a life-saving heal by Sivir to help her support.
Oh, come. Okay. That's a little better. So now we can see the junglers and everyone laned up against each other.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Nidalee is taking a ton of damage, but she does seem to be saving a lot of mana. Here comes a Jarvan gank.
And a
bot
good
lane.
bubble by Nami's to help them out.
She missed her Stranglethorns. Dragon's slide was kicked.
Again, heal with the save. The speed boost that heal provides definitely allows much more escape, and the sustainability from the actual health itself, of course.
Right. Looks like top lane, they are just farming happily. Irelia is taking some damage. The farm increase from Renekton to Irelia is getting significant, though.
I feel like Renekton definitely has more poke as far as burst goes than Irelia does at this point in the game. But it is always interesting to see when two top laners politely let each other farm.
It's always nice. I like being polite to my fellow top laner also.
Sivir and Zyra are getting a strong push on bot lane. It'll be interesting to see if Lee Sin comes in to help push them back.
Looks like Lee Sin is in fact heading bot lane right now. He can probably come straight through lane with how pushed they are.
Irelia and Renekton, on the other hand, have frozen the lane at the river. Both of them are completely eligible to be ganked. Looks like Lee Sin's coming in to stop Jarvan, start counter jungling.
That was completely blind, too. There are no wards there. Lee Sin had no idea that Jarvan was going to be there. He just decided to pick up his wolves. Well, that was nice of him to let him go like that. I think Lee Sin could have probably picked up an easy kill there. But here comes Lee Sin.
Looks like he is following after it. But Kayle and Nidalee are both aware.
And just more farming. Some poke. More farming. The problem with Irelia top lane is that she doesn't have that good of an engage right now. Especially with all that farm right in front of her.
And we have Lee Sin trying to do something in the jungle.
And nope, that's a shutdown. Oh, nope, Irelia does make it out alive.
Renekton's ult seems to have been saving him.
That may be a dead Renekton. Oh, no. And
We've got first blood in the jungle and second blood up top. Both of them going to be determined.
And another kill for Lee Sin. Maybe he'll be able to get knocked down.
Let's see if Lee Sin can get out and away from Sivir. A
And
good
that's a Stranglethorns.
Stranglethorns by Zyra, but a good W by Lee Sin, and he is shut down.
Nidalee's second kill today in this one skirmish.
And to be determined takes an early 5-1 kill lead with the gold advantage as well. And Corki and Nami are happily pushing bot tower.
Lee Sin just went back and picked up his full jungle item. Looks like Jarvan has just begun his trade. I think he lost quite a bit of time from that early counter jungle. And it looks like he hasn't been able to farm just as well. Well, Lee Sin picked up 2 kills there also. So that is making him pretty big right now. And looks like Jarvan's going to wander bot lane, maybe pick up a kill for his team with that red buff. Corki is low on mana.
Hopefully they can do something. With Zyra and Sivir down in levels, though, Jarvan can't do very much to stop Nami or Corki.
Jarvan does not have Cataclysm yet either, causing it really hard for him to Dragon Slide gank into a Cataclysm.
With all the vision, though, that Dr. Mundo and the Broskies have, I'm surprised that they haven't attempted a dragon to catch up in this gold.
And
Lee
here's
Sin coming in to help Renekton.
And
Irelia picks up the kill, but so does Lee Sin.
Lee Sin is starting to become a monster. He's ahead in farm. He's 3-1 right now with 2 assists on top of it. He's going to start getting really big really fast.
He's already finished his Spirit of the Lizard. And he chases Jarvan. Jarvan has a great flag, though, to escape.
And that is a blue buff for purple.
It looks like Jarvan's going to try to contest.
No, there's no contesting. Jarvan is not going to be able to contest that at all at this level, especially with the Nidalee Spear. She can take that really easily. A full range spear possibly does more smite at this level. especially with Nidalee's itemizations right now. She already has almost her full Athenes already. But she is getting outpoked mid lane against Kale.
She's still up 2 kills, though.
She is. She is also up 10 farm. And we're just back to farming top lane. They are bloodthirsty, though. They're just trying to make each other's life miserable.
Well, it's as we predicted when we looked at the player stats in the Masteries. To Be Determined is holding on with all of their attack burst, and they are taking this early lead and rolling with it.
And that's both flashes down bot lane, or sorry, one flash down bot lane and a
Sivir wanted the
Valkyrie.
Corki, but the heal saved him again. I know it's the 3rd time I've mentioned that heal, but it has saved so many lives so far.
and slowed on Nidalee. Zyra, that's a blind game.
That's an easy kill for Lee Sin.
Like I said, Lee Sin is just becoming a monster. Nidalee is still just constantly slowed. She can't do leap from Cougar form.
However, with her Chalice and that blue buff, she can do whatever she wants and not worry about mana. And that's the first tower gone, and the gold lead continues to extend.
And Dragon is also being contested.
Once again, like you said earlier, there's no contesting anything that Lee Sin is doing right now. Infinity Dez's Lee Sin is definitely impressive.
Lee Sin is doubled of his jungler opponent's gold right now. He is really strong on his 4-kill killing spree.
Two
There's
assists,
nothing,
the farm, the dragon.
and the tower.
To Be Determined is showing that they came here to win right now.
I fully think that Lee Sin is making plays right now. Irelia is starting to fall significantly behind in CS. She's trying to back, but I don't think Renekton would even let her. He's in the area to dive right now if she doesn't get this creep skilled up.
If she leaves, then the tower's gone, and she is in no position to push. It looks like she is trying to take the back, though.
Porky is significantly farther ahead than Sivir and Farm also right now.
The gold lead has extended from 2K to 5K with the tower and the dragon, the kill lead. It'll be interesting to see if Dr. Mundo and the Broskies will be able to contest and come back.
Lee Sin finishing up his Sightstone. Can guarantee he's probably not going to be catchable for quite some time. Seeing some desperation builds coming out from...
The chunk on that Nidalee Spear took out half of Zyra's health just there.
Yeah, it's Nidalee Spear. That was almost a full range spear. This Jarvan just made a mistake.
He has his team with him, though. If they can try and catch Lee Sin, then they could shut him down. However, they would lose mid-tower. It's all about the right decisions at this point.
Like I was getting on, there are some desperation builds coming out. Double Dorns from Irelia. Double
Kale.
rings on Kale. Yeah. They are not seeing the levels that they want to, nor the gold. Definitely trying to compensate right now. And the burst coming out of Irelia, I may have spoke too soon. That Dorns may have been a good purchase.
It gives her that added lifesteal, a little bit of health, and the damage that she's been needing with this loss in gold lead.
And Kale is just trying to poke her Nidalee out, and it doesn't look like
Lee
she
Sin
really
coming in
cares.
for a dive and decides not to.
And this is mid-tower more than likely going down right now. Irelia is trying to counter top lane.
Lee
That
Sin is
spear.
hovering around, waiting to dive, and he
No.
goes in, takes down Kale before she can ult, gets
That-
out alive. An excellent ult by Nami as well to keep the team from chasing.
That was a very dead Zyra, it looked like. Or not Zyra,
Kale.
Kale. It was a very dead Kale. And this final push is going to bring down mid.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
They are going to retreat.
And the gold lead extends to 7,000 now.
Looks like they're going to retreat. Corky's going to head bot lane, get some more
Irelia
farming.
has definitely boosted herself up. She was struggling earlier, and it looks like she's about to take down Renekton. And she chooses to back off.
Curious. Renekton's stun could have been up. There was a lot of things to disengage for that reason.
With the lack of vision there and the 2D Determined having just taken down mid lane, they could have been coming up to save Renekton. It was a good choice for her to back off there.
It was an easy kill, but sometimes you just gotta let him go. And Lee Sin coming in for
to steal blue.
This Lee Sin is thirsty, and he's gonna find Jarvan out. Looks like, and he does.
Will he chase? Renekton coming in to
Ripple
help. Irelia is also top, but she is too far to help out Jarvan. Zyra's
Ripple
here.
just out of range on that last kick. Zyra poking the best she can, but she doesn't have that much power.
To be determined now up in levels with Renekton at 11 and Lee Sin at 10. Mundo and the Broskies have Zyra at level 7. Irelia is the only one who can contest right now at level 11 with her build currently and her sustain.
Looks like everyone's about a full level ahead of their counterparts, if not more. Lee Sin is 2 levels higher than Jarvan right now, climbing fast. That's a Nami bubble that's missed, and that's a dead Sivir.
That is an excellent ult, but it misses Sivir. A failed flash by Sivir to get over the wall leaves her dead from Lee Sin. Lee Sin goes back to clean up Jarvan, and Jarvan gets away.
And this tower's Zyra's ult.
A Zyra ult picks up and gets her killed.
It does get her killed.
Very
so
close. Corky very narrowly escapes. Nami's heal's a strong part in why he's still alive.
And just the laughing at each other at this lane. That's all that's going on. This top tower might go down in the next wave clear. This Renekton is really strong. Irelia is trying to fight back the best she can.
Clearing the minions with her ult just to save the tower and keep Renekton from being able to dive too safely.
She does have another minute before her ult is up again, though. So she will not be able to defend this time. Renekton wants her right there.
A good stun by Irelia. Gets the tower's pokes.
That Renekton is so strong, though. I don't think he cares right now.
And To Be Determined goes in for another dragon to extend their lead.
I don't think Jarvan will be able to get over that wall and get the smite without.
Lee Sin bails out, comes back in. They get the dragon, and it looks like we're going to not have a team fight.
I think it was a good disengage by Dr. Mundo. They did not want to get in that dragon pit with To Be Determined at all.
I feel like Irelia and Renekton right now are at a point where Irelia can't chase Renekton, and Renekton can't dive. Not with the towers still standing there, at least.
Well, Renekton's ult is up. So, I mean, he could dive at any time. But if Irelia stuns him or not, he may be dead. But this top tower is gone. Irelia backed. And this is going to be a very dead top tower. Looks like we're going to might get
Irelia
engaged mid.
teleporting in to save top tower. Meanwhile, a team fight mid.
That
looks
is
like
a
Nami's
dead
going
Nami.
down. We have a great spear by Nidalee. That was a great turnaround for Dr. Mundo and the Broskies. Hopefully it can boost their morale a little bit so get something rolling.
Corky coming in from the side. Lee Sin looking like he wants to dive. Corky poke starting to come in. Looks like they're going to start pressuring down this tower with the long range.
Renekton takes it back, and Irelia is coming down to help out her team mid. However, there is vision, and they will see her coming.
And that top tower is still standing. Oh, it's like I said, the Nidalee spears are real in this game. They hurt. Irelia is really tanky compared to the rest of her team right now, though. She could very easily come in for a team fight and hopefully start something.
She has the tank. She has the sustain. Renekton teleports in and is completely safe to dive.
Hard.
He has his entire team. Zyra ults.
And here comes Jarvan for the Cataclysm. Not in enough time. Lee Sin looks like he could be dead.
They pick up Renekton. They save the tower, though.
And no one is dying under this tower today. Nope, spoke too soon. Nidalee does die.
Nidalee lives. Nami died.
Nami died. Nidalee does look like she's really low, though. But she's got her heal.
A great spear by Nami.
The spear
by
damage.
Nidalee.
Corki is backing. Everyone's grouping mid. Might be a purple side tower down.
Saucy Snowboard coming down from top really turned that around and saved the second mid tower. And absolutely is starting to get some morale back, I think, for Dr. Mundo and the Broskies.
They're definitely starting to get some kills, some levels back up into this game. Zyra is still level 8, though. She does not have the level 2 ult to come in or the cooldown on it.
Which is interesting, given that she had 21 utility masteries. You would think that she might be able to try and keep up in level by being around the higher level champions as the masteries were programmed to do.
Right. Nami is level 9 still, though, so I'm just not seeing the leveling from Dr. Mundo that they really need right now.
Behind now, 8K gold. Irelia is becoming a powerhouse for Dr. Mundo and the Broskies. Hopefully their saving factor for them.
She is getting really strong. She's keeping up in levels and farm in her solo lane.
She is contesting Renekton easily.
And Renekton has to evacuate the lane. He's going to stick around. I think he'll be able to live
Looks
a
like
little
we're going
bit
to have
longer.
a fight down bottom.
And that's a double kill bot, or for purple. And he'll save Sivir. And the Nidalee Spear does finish her off. He very much does kill her off.
Sliffen has been very good with her skill shots on the spears, landing them almost every time that I've seen.
It does destroy her. And we're looking for another push mid. Nidalee has done a lot of high-level spear executes this game alone.
And
Just the
that's another
damage coming
tower.
out for her is she's finished up her NLR. So I hope that she'll be just wrecking people here in a little bit when she gets her death cap.
They have taken another tower, and now they lead in gold by more than 10K. Dr. Mundo and the Broskies still don't have a single tower to contest. Meanwhile, they're pushed all the way to their inhibitor turret on the mid lane and the inner turrets on bot.
Dragon's
However,
Rage kicks Jarvan away.
Saucy Snowbear has still held on to top lane.
Blue team's turret
And there goes the tower, just as I've said it.
Yeah. I've thought that tower is going down so many times this game. No one's pushing it. It's open. No one's touched it. It's free gold sitting there. And
Corky comes in, melts Jarvan.
that is a very dead Jarvan. Double wards coming out. They're going to clear out both of them. And we might see an engage in the jungle. Nami bubble. They are standing on top of a bunch of wards.
We have both teams trying to just keep vision on each other. Irelia is trying to move in to get with her team. Lee Sin coming in for the poke, diving down on Irelia.
He gets a stun off. Spear does not does not hit, just barely. They know they're standing on top of wards at this point. See an early, not Baron attempt yet. Clearing some wards out, just hanging out. Looks like they're possibly going for a dragon attempt. They're not going to be able to contest another dragon. Would be the third dragon that they're going to clean up.
purple team has slain the dragon.
Looks like they're all going to back. See what kind of items they're going to come back with. Lee Sin right now is still completely double
Team's turret has been destroyed.
Jarvan's gold. He's 6-1 and 6. He's died quite a few times making his plays, but he's got to kill every time.
Zyra is keeping up with Nami in gold, but that's largely due to her utilities. Irelia is trying to keep up with Renekton. However, the farm lead is there as well as the kills.
Sivir's about 3k down from Corki. It's definitely hurting. Corki's finished his Triforce, I believe. He has, and Sivir hasn't even started building. Or she started her Shiv, but that's about it. She's got her Bloodthirster, no other major damage items. Not doing too much damage. She's not where she wants to be at all.
And they are determined to take this bottom tower now with the rotation from mid.
Renekton, it looks like he might be trying to position himself for a teleport, but cleans up some wolves instead. And might see an engage in the jungle. And we do. Irelia is definitely trying to hunt down this Renekton.
Renekton definitely seeming scared, or at least playing very safe around Irelia now that she is getting more powerful. She has her Triforce, a Giant's Belt, those 2 Doran's Blade. She is coming back and is looking to try and carry her team right now.
Sivir ult for the engage.
A good ult by Nami keeps the team at bay while Jarvan isolates himself with Cataclysm. KO gets picked off. And we've so far seen a 2-for-0 exchange on the bot lane.
And this tower is going down. They may even decide to pick up a second one. They can't defend at this point. They've got 10 seconds minimum. Just going to clear out some jungle.
Playing it safe, getting the tower, and then getting out as a team, staying together and moving as a unit. They definitely have the chemistry, and you can see that they've been working together for a while.
Right, which is what we touched on. They've definitely been playing a long time. They're all Diamond players. They all play together. I mean, this is all they do is play as a team. Irelia with blue buff should get interesting. Cooldown reduction on her ult and her stun. / slow. Big victory for Sivir on taking that pink ward. And looks like they're just playing it safe, farming. Kind of seeing each other where they're at, trying to get some vision. Clearing out the wards in Dragon Pit, or Baron Pit.
Coming into this game, I was most excited to see Irelia play against Renekton on the top lane, and I have not been disappointed.
Irelia is getting really strong, and hopefully she can pull something soon. She's getting rather tanky. She has no MR yet, though.
Lee
No
Sin,
extra
getting
MR.
daring, jumps into the 3v1, but his team is there to back him up, and with enough movement and poke, they are able to scare off Irelia,
If
and
not,
the rest of the team is too slow to keep up.
and they definitely pick up the kill on Irelia. She was able to deter them for a minute. Not much longer than that, though. This is going to turn out to be a
And
probably
go
not
for an
contested
early
Baron. I don't believe this Baron's going to be contested.
With 15,000 gold lead, going in for the Baron will only make that better, make them stronger. If they get this Baron, they might push for an inhibitor.
Renekton is backdooring bot lane. Did not even catch that myself until just now. They are...
Zyra, the only one who seems to have seen it. J4 also coming in to try and help, but that tower is taking too much damage. Renekton has too much movement to
That-
escape.
was a free Baron and a bot tower.
It seems like Dr. Mundo and the Broskies just don't have any answers for to be determined right now, as they are just running around the map doing pretty much whatever they seem to please.
They are definitely not being Dr. Mundo right now.
We now have an almost 20k gold lead. Most of them have at least half builds complete, working on almost full builds. Meanwhile, Dr. Mundo and the Broskies most of them still working on their second items.
And that's definitely got to hurt. We will see some Fire Cape and Banshees coming out on Lee when he went back. He's definitely going to hurt a lot more when he comes back into this next fight. And have a lot more defense. Jarvan looks like he's just barely about to finish his Randuins.
It was a really good play by Fugis as Renekton, going down bot and getting the tower while they were playing, getting that Baron. It's definitely changing things and putting a lot more pressure on Dr. Mundo and the Broskies that they did not need.
Jarvan just doesn't seem to have enough power or defense right now to answer to anything that Lee Sin has going. And Nidalee just one hit that cannon creep. Like she didn't
Jarvan
even care
barely
about.
escaping the spear there. Irelia diving in, 1v3. Nami's ult keeping the rest of the team at bay. And Nidalee gets
Cataclysm.
out of the Cataclysm.
Does not lock up anyone.
They were looking to capitalize on that 4v3. Renekton
comes
once
Renekton.
again trying to push bot, coming in with the teleport.
And Lee's Banshees are
J4
still
trying to peel
up.
off for his team, but they have too much movement, too much chase. Corki picks off J4. Nidalee takes out Irelia,
That's
who
a
has
double
been their
bubble.
powerhouse. We're looking at an ace.
And that Renekton is unforgiving.
No,
He's not even going to care.
Sivir gets out. They're pushing hard now.
They do not even care about Sivir. And it looks like this might be it. We got 20 seconds on everyone but Jarvan and Zyra. They can very easily push.
They split up. They take the middle inhibitor. Meanwhile, Lee Sin begins on bot inhibitor, and the rest of the team comes in. And still, Dr. Mundo and the Broskies half dead.
Every time that Nidalee hits a spear, it's devastating. And that Sivir was dead from the beginning of that fight, or engage.
Sivir melted, another tower gone. They're fighting them in their own fountain. Lee Sin gets in and gets out.
And that looks like game. And then Nidalee spear just misses Zyra.
A very dominant performance by To Be Determined there. Not something I was expecting. I was expecting a much closer game.
I was expecting a lot closer of a game also, and it just did not happen. They showed a very dominant force coming into that game and just devastated everyone.
Saucy Snowbear held on to the top tower as long as he could, but the gold lead for To Be Determined was way too much. And they
Corki didn't die at all, and neither did Nidalee. Neither one of them had any deaths that game.
To Be Determined had a perfect game on bot lane.
They did. Well, Nami died twice, but, you know, that's a support. Who cares? Both AD carry and AP carry had a perfect game that game, and it was devastating.
You can see the gold lead in the numbers, even without adding up the gold itself. The farm lead, the kills, even the assists. Looking at the assists, we have 38 assists for To Be Determined. They were really a team that entire game.
It does seem that way. Are we going to get one of them over here?
We actually have a match.
We do have a game. We are on next. Thanks, guys, for watching. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back shortly.
All right. Looks like our next match is coming right up with No Money, No Honeys versus To Be Determined. This is actually going to be our winners finals, and then we will go and walk through the losers bracket on the way to grand finals. So we will see you here in just a minute.
I'll explain. One. Okay, guys. So core back. Hi. Hey. Hi. I ate like 8 lunches. Let's see. Subway, Mickey D's, more Mickey D's, and some Kasu. Anyway, enough about my food. The next match that we have available for you guys is the match that I was most excited to see coming into today, which is To Be Determined versus No Money, No Honeys. They're both on their sides of the winner's bracket. Currently undefeated, well, all with very dominating games. To Be Determined just winning theirs. Which, was that the guys you... I think you guys just saw that one? No, you guys were watching a different match. Unfortunately, due to a limitation on equipment, we're actually waiting for another team to finish their game because we only have one team at this event that brought all their own, it was this the only one bring your own computer team. So we have to wait, and sadly we are throttled by only 30 computers on site, I think. So we are waiting for that to finish up so we have some open slots to run winners finals, which should be in just a couple seconds, to be honest. That game's pretty much over. It's, dying. Slowly. So how did you guys enjoy my guest commentary? I know I'm not exactly amazing at the whole MOBA thing. Used to commentating those fighting games where you do a lot of yelling, a lot of mindless, just gut spilling and
yelling and shit talk and
just like grunting noises whenever somebody lands an uppercut. Ooh, 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 that kind of stuff.
You got the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So man, love me some fighting games. You guys should tune into the Game Breakers monthlies that we do for fighting games. It's on the same channel. If you guys follow Here Today, either us on Twitter or us on YouTube, you'll have access to any of those archives. I just heard my chimpanzee screen playing on the main monitor. That's pretty funny. So, right, coming up next, No Money, No Honeys, the rebranded Super Hot Crew versus To Be Determined, the only team to have ever defeated Super Hot Crew, actually. To Be Determined, they're tied up. Their previous tournament matchup experience is 1-1. To Be Determined knocked them into losers at the last event, but Super Hot Crew got the revenge in the somewhere around losers finals, I want to say. I'm not gold 4. I'm not gold 4. That is a lie. That is a lie. I mean, you want to talk about this account? I think this account is currently gold 5 after degradation. I was in my plat promos. You should calm down. You should calm down. See me in Street Fighter, bro. Body you. Oh, body you with Move 12. I'm the best Move 12 player in the nation. You say that about your stupid league champions? Now I'm going to get called out because somebody's be like, I have better.
Secretly, Banana Ken.
Secretly, Banana Ken is in the chat.
Also, Daigo.
Also, Daigo. Ume Juarez.
Yes.
When are you in a moment 37 me, bro? I don't know why I'm looking at the sign-up list. It has no information of value to me, and that mic's on. 1.
Yeah, we do have actually online brackets now, so.
Dude, you guys want to watch JoJo's? Like the anime, right? Because the game doesn't exist.
Wait, there's a game?
I don't. Man. I think we had one JoJo's tournament. Joe won.
We had one at SakuraCon.
Yeah. Oh, you're actually right. We did. We had a JoJo's tournament.
Yep. Nope, that's the wrong button. Where's the right button? There's the right button.
All right. Hey.
Welcome. Yeah, so JoJo's. Apparently, I need to watch that show. That's what I've been
Apparently, it's
told.
the best show ever.
That's what I hear. You know.
I held off on watching it for forever until I saw like the first half of season 1. Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. You say?
Pretty good.
I'll give it a look. See.
Mango chutney.
Yeah.
So let's jump into this game here.
Okay.
GBZ. I don't believe it's GBZ Fight Club.
Okay. Let's see.
So we're currently planning to run 2 matches simultaneously. The match on the other half of the bracket is Fight Club versus Once Upon a Carry. Let me update this bracket, actually. Let me
Okay.
find my tournament organizer. Sir, can you update this for me? Trade you. Thank you. So, yes, Fight Club versus Once Upon a Carry awaits in the loser's end of the bracket. They will face off against Dr. Mundo once the winner is decided. But everyone is waiting for this to be determined versus No Money, No Honeys matchup. That's where all the fun is.
Yep, almost at the top of the mountain there.
Man. 8 teams. Maybe I was looking at Northwest Majors brackets all weekend, but like, you know, coming down from like the 94-person KOF bracket.
Was it seriously 94 for KOF?
It was something ridiculous.
Wow.
Marvel had 200 plus. Thank you, sir. 8 teams. I guess you have to multiply by 5, so it's more like 40 people.
That is true. That's a really good point.
Oh, so Stalker Desu did beat Quicksilver, eliminating Quicksilver, advancing to fight. So yeah, Stalker Desu versus Fox United. Fight Club fights Once Upon a Carry. Winner fights Dr. Mundo. Losers semis, dukes it out. Whoever loses will probably go up into the killing fields of the loser of To Be Determined versus No Money, No Honeys. So
Which I discovered is spelled with a U and 2 N's, and not like
not
word
like
honey.
like
Yeah.
bear honey.
yeah, not
Not-
not a Winnie the Pooh honey.
Not like toast honey,
Nope,
pancake honey.
nope, very different kind.
So, you guys want to hear me sing a song?
Not really.
Not really?
No, nah.
You know, I was really looking forward to singing today. But instead, I guess I'll just have to do regular caster stuff. Like, entertain my audience. Lanes, please. Oh, is this for the other guys?
This was for everybody who sits in the caster seat.
I know I
Yes.
always ask, but in reality, I
You-
always know.
You're giving away our secrets.
Oh, the fact that we have, like, a whiteboard thingy? Look at this. Like, look how pro this is. Come on. Who doesn't? Who would want to show this off? Like, look. Lanes, please. Look at how we communicate effectively with our casters. We invented this new technology called dry erase.
Yep, it works great.
It's pretty loud, too, you know?
Yeah.
You easily get somebody's attention.
Yeah, it's great. And if I want to get people's attention
Just
without
snap it.
making noise, I just write on it.
Yeah,
and-
just
and
wave it at
flash the
people like,
sign
hey,
at them.
hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Look at this.
Hey.
Pay attention to me. But don't talk to people like you're paying attention to me. Keep talking to the stream.
Oh, we're ready? Okay. Refresh list. Is it the Fight Club game? So we're doing the Fight Club game. So we're not doing winners finals? Okay. Okay. No, it's cool. Give me
Okay,
somebody.
so next up is Fight Club and Once Upon a Carry.
Somebody new? Yes. All right, I have a friend coming. A new friend. Well, an old friend, but a new friend at the same time. Let me make some room. Polish his seat. No. Get everything ready and warm for him so he doesn't come to a cold couch. I wouldn't want to invite anyone to that kind of environment. Yep, go ahead, just sit down, throw on the headset. And can we flip the names real quick?
Just a moment.
How's it
Hey,
going?
hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Hi. All right,
Hey, how's it going, Angelo?
doing good.
Whose game are we casting?
We are casting Fox United versus Stalker Des.
Oh, that's going to be interesting then.
So,
we already know the other team.
Slifen, right?
Yes.
You were in the game that was just played? So I was furiously consuming calories for the entirety of the match, so I didn't get a chance to see a whole lot of it.
Right.
What was the result?
It was so we ran one of our core comps that we've been
Mhm.
practicing a while just for warm up, and
All right. Sorry, I made a
okay.
mistake. We are currently spectating Fight Club versus Once Upon a Carry.
Okay. Okay,
Um,
that makes sense.
and blue team being Fight Club. Blue team
Alright.
is Fight Club, and purple team is Once Upon a Carry.
Awesome.
Got it. And it looks like we are just getting into champ select here.
Yep. So, pretty standard bans across the board to start things out.
Pretty yeah, it definitely is. I mean, all those bands are pretty common in solo queue.
Yeah, so Jax, we're not gonna see any. You know, for as large as League of Legends champion pool is, its relevant champion pool is a completely different story.
Right.
We're not gonna be seeing a Cassiopeia ban. You know, it's as
It
she's
will
not,
be
she-
interesting.
She's not.
It will be
she's not.
interesting.
You know, unplayable, but she's not relevant. I'll put it that way.
Right.
You know, we're not gonna be seeing I don't know. Let's go down the list. Mordekaiser.
I remember how OP he was season
Hey,
1.
I played season 1. I bought. You can tell that I played season 1 because you look at my champion pool and it's like Mord, Aurelia, Cho'Gath.
Yeah. I mean, all those
Janna,
champions.
yeah.
Even at the beginning of season 2, they were pretty popular.
Yep.
Um,
They're just. I mean, come on. This is Mord.
I think Mord has a really good potential to come back if they just give him a little bit of buff. And-
His damage is like okay. He just dies.
Yeah.
He just
And
dies.
his ulti, I mean, that's a game changer right there.
It's really cool
you could be
functionally.
losing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you get that 6 person. And all-
Right,
and
exactly.
6v4, especially if you get it on ADC, game over. Game
Exactly.
over.
It doesn't matter how far ahead the enemy is, if you can get that kill on the ADC with a
Mhm.
Mortal, it's
Yeah.
game over.
And even if you get like an AD mid, like I don't know, like Ka, Riven, Trend,
Right.
or like Lee, somebody who has some items on him, he'll be okay.
Exactly.
World will. I'm hoping that he's going to trade. I've never seen TP Jinx before, especially with Ignite. Maybe Jinx top.
Yeah, it's a little early. I mean, we also have a clarity on Thresh, which is interesting.
Very
Or is
interesting.
that cleanse? I'm not sure.
I think that's clarity. Yeah.
Right, it is clarity.
Maybe he really wants to lantern up some extra souls.
Could be. It could be.
We'll have to trust the player's
Right.
insight. So on the other hand, I have had the fortune of watching Yvonne Reaper's team play.
Yep.
Now, to my knowledge, Ziggs never actually got nerfed.
No, I do
He's
not believe
just
so.
kind of always been really good.
Right.
I remember for the longest time he was like, you have to Ziggs mid, right? It was like pretty much guaranteed until
Yeah.
we started seeing like a bit more dunky jungles.
I mean, in the past, Ziggs actually, Phantom Lord actually started maining Ziggs
Mhm.
instead of Karthus, so that tells you a lot about the champion. A lot of damage, every single one of his skill is AoE.
Yeah,
There's
I mean,
no other champion that's like that.
you can kind of, I guess I would put him in the same tier of Gragas in that he really doesn't